Okay, so we have had Dawson's aunt's getaway episode, and Pacey and Joey kissed, but this time it ended with Joey initiating the kiss, and the aunt obviously found out. This is the big turning point in the show because we finally have the culmination of the Pacey and Joey will they won't they moment. Now it shifts into what happens if Dawson finds out and when he finds out, and there's only a few episodes left, which means he has to find out very soon. And he has to find out. Jen already knows, and Jack, I will have to find out some way. But very excited for where we are with the show because of where we left off on. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And of course, if you want full reactions to Dawson's Creek and other shows that I have, such as Supernatural, Shameless, which Shameless is almost finished, then you can head on over to my Patreon. I will leave a link in the description box below.
Ever have one of those days you wish you could live all over again?
Yeah, some days. Some days.
Hey guys.
Oh, smash it against the boat.
Hey, Dawson. So, where's Joey? I thought she was coming with you.
She wanted to stop at the library first and plow through that water.
You mean be with Pacey?
Oh, let's go, Pacey.
Whoa, okay, they're really
It's your
kissing and
boat
going at
and
it.
christening.
I own a boat?
Yeah, you're not gonna stop doing it. Please.
Fest.
Yeah, I guess this is kind of embarrassing, huh? Especially for you, given how much you protested.
I
Oh.
did not protest.
Well, you did protest.
I'll do it.
What?
I'll tell him.
Oh no. Oh.
No, it's not your responsibility.
Isn't it both of your responsibilities, seeing as you're together?
And frankly, the only way that I want to save my friendship with Dawson is to be completely honest with him, so I gotta do this.
I don't know if you can save it. It's Joey.
There's an apologetic yet somewhat incoherent message on the machine for you from someone named Nora. Seems she got confused, thought you had him for the day.
Nora?
Now she's stuck at work and can't get
Oh,
free
it's
until-
gotta be Buzz's mom.
Look, I'll just do this one thing.
Just passing the
I'll do
kid.
it. I'll come right back.
He's trying
I
not to
swear. Have you
laugh.
ever noticed how your one little things tend to multiply?
Yep.
Hey,
Everybody home?
Yeah.
you just walk right in, you know? I never lock it.
True, he does just walk
I've
in.
been coming here
usually.
since I was 5 years old, just walking right through the front door and making myself at home.
5. Wow.
You've got to walk through that front door and tell your best friend that the only girl in the universe he can't live without.
This is the same one that I can't live without.
Wow. Complicated.
Hey. You're looking happy. Is this just your usual library glow?
That's why she's happy.
Gretzky. Studying on a Saturday with her. It's most unlike you. So, I'll see you tonight, Andy.
So they're on a date? Or going on a date? You need to tell Andy. Now.
Look, girls gotta eat, huh?
So, what are you doing here? I mean, you're not studying, are you?
Pacey's studying.
Remember the little errand that I had to run, but just turned into this wild goose chase. And
Yeah, I wonder where Dawson is.
I really didn't think it was gonna take that long. I'm sorry.
Look, telling Dawson that you kissed Joey in a moment of weakness is a hell of a lot different than sneaking around with her behind his back, don't you think?
Yeah. But what did you expect?
Say friends or whatever it is that they are, and you're gonna end up alone. All right? No girlfriend, no friend, just completely and utterly alone.
Damn, dog. Okay.
I was right before, wasn't I?
I mean... Ugh. There's partial truth to what he's saying, because it's Jerry. Dawson will never truly fall out with Jerry.
Hey.
Is he gonna catch them?
It's going to ruin everything.
Okay. That's okay. It's okay. Just calm down, Joe. It's all right.
Is he gonna catch them right now?
I mean, if you want to know the God's honest truth, I've been in the process of chickening out the whole way over here.
Yeah, but look at the way you're holding her head.
You didn't come over here tonight to tell him you came here to stop me.
Stop
from
you.
telling
from
I
telling
tried
him.
to tell him. I went up there and I tried.
Of course you did. I thought I heard something out here.
Dawson,
Does Dawson know? I feel like Dawson knows.
We were arguing about us. Me and Joey, there's an us here now.
She spoke about repeating the day I was waiting for. So we're gonna get different perspectives. We're gonna get how Dawson found out because he clearly knew, and I'm guessing maybe Joey's perspective of trying to tell him, and we got Pacey's.
As promised.
What? Whoa, champagne. Thank you.
Oh, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Yeah, Jen knew exactly what was going
Not
on.
only a thing of beauty, but a Bible mode of transportation.
No, Henry, if you come by around 2 o'clock, my grabs will be gone, all right?
So this must be Joey's perspective.
busy and...
You know you don't have to explain. Unless, of course, there's something that you want to explain.
Mm-hmm.
and how those unrequited feelings express themselves in the form of a kiss.
And?
They're not. Unrequited, that is. They are actually,
Requited.
they're very much requited.
Okay, so you've kissed back a certain someone, namely Pacey. You'd like for that to continue?
Yeah, definitely.
When we tell him, Dawson gets hurt. And if I tell Pacey not to tell him,
Pacey's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, someone's gonna get hurt no matter what.
so whatever I do, I'm the villain. And the girl's always the villain, right?
No, not always.
Wicked, conniving whore who manipulates her way between two brothers or two best friends.
Okay, Joey, keep in mind that most of those stories have been written by men.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, okay. Is this your homework?
And he's smart, way smart. And he has no idea how cute he is, which is because God save us from ones who do, but
So what's the problem?
Yeah, exactly. Pacey?
he's not Pacey.
Ugh.
Whoa! Wrench! In the works. What?
Then it's like when I saw him, every irritating / adorable thing he ever did flashed before my eyes.
Oh.
I was going to call you. Do you want to do movie night tonight? I've got to help my mom with something, but I can pick up a movie on my way home.
I really don't think I'll be able to. Maybe some other time, okay?
Okay. Are you all right?
No, clearly not.
I have to,
Go.
yes.
The fact that she can't even lie to him right in this moment, she's just stressed.
She is not. I don't care. We did break up. I didn't make
Oh god, of course they had to play this film. Is this what it's based on? Is this the episode based on that film?
You changed your mind.
Oh, the photos up, the painting, sorry.
Wasn't exactly a successful evening, was it? At least not movie-wise.
Yeah.
Three friends who grew up with each other. Jeff Bridges is in love with Sybil Shepherd. And she dumps him and breaks his heart and he's devastated.
Oh. She's with the best friend. So it is based on this film, this episode.
Destroys. And it's pretty much how it ends. Everyone alone, everyone hating each other.
Oh, you know why you're watching it. Don't lie.
So what do you want to talk about?
World politics.
I just remembered that I promised Bessie that I would help watch Alexandra tonight, and she's probably waiting for me, so,
I had to say, all day she's had people kind of put it in her head that it's gonna break Dawson's heart. He knows, I'm sure he knows at this point.
Dawson, we were just...
Having an argument. Obviously.
Are we gonna get Dawson's perspective and then the outcome in the last 5 minutes?
I'm sorry, man. We didn't want to tell you this way. You didn't tell me.
He knew. See?
You know, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
Come on, third day.
Easy. You go first.
Yeah, you can't go out together. So interesting that we got this moment, these little nuggets.
You took something that was destined for the scrap heap and managed to turn it not only into a thing of beauty, but also a viable mode of transportation.
Very true.
Show on the road. We'll be right there, man. Look, Dawson, you gonna be home after all this?
Yeah.
Cool.
Even though I know what happens throughout the long day, I'm stressed every time these moments come up. Oh, he's gonna see the Andy and Will thing.
I was wondering if you could help me out. I'm looking for some secret room Andy says is like ideal for studying.
Which probably means the genealogy room. It's usually pretty dead in.
Yes.
What did you and Joey do on your first date?
Excuse me?
Oh, you know, if you don't want to tell me.
Like, what do you mean?
Well, Joey and I went to the movies, which is a really terrible idea because you can't talk to the person.
Yeah, true. It's not the best first date. A meal?
There's the creek.
Picnic?
Nice guy overhead. Moonlight reflected in the water.
What are you doing?
Stuff?
He does make Jen smile.
Henry, why don't you go inside?
Just told me I couldn't.
Well, I changed my mind. No, I know.
Yeah, she made that really awkward.
Expecting that you'd come by anyway.
Oh, because she spoke to Joey already. Wait, she's not going to tell him.
You know, if you want to just come inside and hang out with Henry and I, we could use a chaperone.
That's a weird thing to say.
I know this must seem like the hardest thing in the world right now.
Jen!
It's better that Pacey told you.
Told me what?
Oh, shit!
If it's nothing, then why are you so concerned about me?
No, I wasn't concerned. I was thinking
Yes,
that...
you were concerned. You were concerned because you assumed
Oh,
Pacey
no.
told me something. You know, the fact that you're unwilling to answer my question speaks volumes.
It really does.
It has to do with Joey, doesn't it?
How did you figure out Joey?
It does, doesn't it?
How did you... Whoa.
I'm so sorry.
You've known about this?
Yeah.
I wanted to protect you.
What? I can't believe it's via Jen he found out.
Pacey's not here, is he?
No.
No. Is he supposed to be? Last picture show.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the movie that we saw when...
Our first date.
Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't realize we are gonna get him crying. Oh, Dawson.
You know, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
How? You gonna
So
ask?
were you planning on telling me, or was this just going to be a secret fling?
Look, it's not like that.
Then how was it, Joey? Because Jen was a little short on details.
Shit.
I have to be pretty freaking stupid not to know, right? That the two people I trusted most in the world were lying to me?
Oh.
Are you bored? Are you confused? Or just malicious?
Hey, look, I started this thing, okay? If you're gonna get angry at somebody, you get
Oh,
angry.
he's angry at you as well.
You were my best friend.
I still am.
I think they are, but...
You know what, Pacey? I feel sorry for you. Because when all this is over, you're really going to need your friends, and you're not going to have any. You are not going to have a single one.
Damn, Dawson. What about Jack and Jen?
Why don't you ask Pacey? Ask him how long he and Joey have been sneaking around behind my back. Or better yet, ask Joey. Ask her how long she has been lying to me and to you.
Shit!
So...
I accidentally told Dawson something he wasn't supposed to know, and...
Yeah, you did.
She didn't mean to do it.
Yeah, but it's still my fault.
Yeah, but you still didn't
I'm
mean
the
to
one
do
who
it.
messed up, who thought that... Hey, no.
Okay. Yeah, Henry, that was really weird. Why would you do that?
You know what? Why don't you leave?
Bye.
Because I can't even stand to look at him anymore.
Oh, I kind of wanted Andy to talk to Joey.
I don't know what to say.
What can you say?
You must really, to give up your friendship with Dawson, to give up everything.
Everyone seems to be blaming Pacey for everything.
She is never going to love you like she loves him, okay?
That's
He
not
is
true.
her first love, Pacey, her first love.
My heart was breaking for Dawson, and now it's breaking for Pacey.
Do you love him? Are you just want to sleep with him?
How could you say that?
That's what he's gonna expect.
Wow, Dawson. Wow.
Is this what you've been looking for the whole time? Is Pacey what you've been looking for?
No.
Then explain it to me.
Maybe. Maybe he was.
Everything between you and me is so complicated.
And for us as an audience.
Because you made them that way, okay?
Just Joey?
That the way that I feel about him is completely separate from the way that I feel about you and our friendship.
It's friendship, Joe. Right now, we don't have a friendship.
Yeah, I mean, you had to expect that.
I gotta tell you right now, if you choose him, I'm not gonna be around to pick up the pieces when it all falls apart. This ruins everything. There's no going back.
Yeah. Oh!
So what am I supposed to do now? Am I supposed to just accept this?
No, not right now. You don't have to.
And you have to let her decide what it is that she really wants.
Yeah. That's that.
What else can you do?
You can fight.
Oh. Oh. Yep. Well, everyone knows now.
Ever have one of those days you wish you could live all over again?
Not right now.
We'd still end up right back here.
Yep. Together.
Well, she looks beautiful in the water.
This morning was really just a formality.
Need to test her out. Is she gonna break up with him, even though they're not together?
Maybe you should be the first one to go this time.
I mean, they haven't even really started. That's the frustrating thing. This will happen, and then it's like, what do you do? Maybe looking back, he's gone. And that goes in with the Greek mythology of the story. That, for me, is probably one of the best episodes out of Dawson's Creek, out of all of the seasons so far. I wasn't expecting for me to enjoy it as much as I did. It was hard to react at certain points because it was the same scene again and again and again. I do like that it was shown in a different camera angle, a different perspective. They added little details to each time we saw it again because of whose perspective we were looking it through. So much happened. You know, you get Pacey's one and you get these little moments, and I really thought the tape was going to come back, but that must come back at a different point, the voice recording, where maybe Pacey hears Joey's voice or something, because it was missing. So I thought, did Dawson somehow end up at Doug's, which wouldn't make sense, or did Buzz take it and then it slipped and Dawson got it? But what a weird way for me to think that would come through. But Pacey's one, it kind of just happened, right? And we saw the happiness he had, and then the part where Dawson's there, and you could tell Dawson knew it. I loved what James did for an actor when there was little details he changed, and you can feel it in Dawson. And so you kind of was like, he knows. Then Joey's perspective came, and that was really interesting because we got to see Jen be really happy with Henry on the phone, and then them to have a conversation, and just her perspective of seeing Andy and Pacey together and how she felt for that, and then Andy telling her she likes Will, but it's not Pacey. I couldn't believe that, because it's true to emotions. They don't just fade. And we know Andy's also someone who is an emotional person. She wears her heart on her sleeve. Of course she's still going to have these feelings for Pacey. They don't just go that quickly. It wasn't that many episodes ago that she wanted to be back with him. And then Joey hearing all of that, and I was like, of all the times to hear it, that's just more things piling up on her saying, we can't be together. And then her saying, to Dawson. and then the repeat of the day, and then how Dawson found out. I had no idea when he was going to find out. He just knew Joey was being weird. And then the conversation with Will, that was interesting because obviously that played back into then Will and Andy's date. And then the movie that Dawson was listening to, and how he found out via Jen. I was not expecting Jen. Poor Jen. I was not expecting him to find out via Jen. And then the outcome, like seeing him cry when Joey left the room, that broke my heart. I could just feel I could feel it. And then the argument, and then as they're arguing, Andy turns up. I couldn't believe it. And I really liked that they gave us a fourth perspective, which was Jen and Henry. And I really didn't like how Henry didn't take into consideration that she's clearly upset over something, and it's just because it's their melodrama. Of course it's their melodrama. This is these teenagers. They're melodramatic. But for Henry to try and kiss her and to want to make out and not taking her feelings into consideration, it's like, okay, you need to go. Bye, little boy. You need to go. Because it's just not the right time. And then Andy, I really liked where we got the mythology. As someone who loves mythology and did want to study it, it's always nice when I see people talk about it in episodes, because it related to the last scene as well. And then Andy finding out. The thing that I found the hardest, bar probably Pacey and Dawson crying, was how everyone, including Doug, kept telling Pacey he's just going to be alone. No one's going to be there for him. He's going to have no friends. And it's like, hold on. Why is everyone solely blaming Pacey? That was really frustrating. I do understand it. I do understand Dawson, why he reacted and said what he said, and Andy, but it seemed to be that everyone just wants to take it out on him as if it was only Pacey going after her. He tried for a long time to hide his feelings, but they can't hide it. They're clearly attracted to each other, and you could see how passionate they were. But I was so frustrated hearing all the blame being put on Pacey and that he's going to end up alone. Something that he's feared for a very long time. You know, he doesn't really have a family that's really there. Like, Doug's in it more, but let's be real. Like, they're not that close. But, yeah, just hearing everything. And I get it. Dawson has a right to say what he says and how he feels. Andy as well, because she's just found out. But it just was so sad, because in the end, Joey was like, we can't even be together. We have to end it before it begins. And I felt so sad for Pacey, because it did. Like, obviously, Joey got quite a bit of the brunt of it. But Dawson will eventually forgive her. And I know she might be upset with Jen, but her and Jen will be friends. Andy will eventually forgive her. It just feels like people just want to blame Pacey. And I know he'll have Jen and Jack. And I think Andy would eventually forgive him. But it's hard, because she's still in love with Pacey. But for Dawson, Joey, and Pacey's friendship, yeah, how do you go back from this? And it was really hard to listen to, because Pacey wasn't privy to what Dawson was saying, which was, the friendship's over, there will be no friendship. And you just want them to be friends, but it's hard, because he wants all these answers and he wants to put this pressure on them, but at the same time, it's all out. And also, why was Buzz there? There was no need for that actor. That made no sense. But genuinely, I think a really phenomenal episode for me personally, because we got so many perspectives, we got everyone's reaction, and then it just ended in heartbreak. And also Dawson saying he's not going to go without a fight. I didn't expect that. So it's like, whoa, like, what is going to happen? Is Joey going to feel as if pressured to date Dawson again? And also, is everyone going to ostracize Pacey? I think I'd be more frustrated with Jen if she did that, just because I feel like Jen shouldn't be pressured to do that, or shouldn't do that. But it's never going to be the same again. I was not expecting it to be the next episode after they kissed. Wow. Yeah, I loved it. Thank you for watching.